Hey everybody, Brian Good here. Thanks for clicking on Storm Talk on this Tuesday. We start off with our outlooks as we always do. Here is the latest. We got the green shaded area, that is the marginal. Again, these are the new outlooks from SPC this year. It goes marginal, slight. Then you got enhanced, which is a higher level slight, but not quite a moderate. And then you get into the moderate, and then high. So the main issue is mainly the slight category has been split into a low end and high end. Because we've had a lot of scenarios where a slight risk, sometimes you get a few storms, and sometimes you're very active on those days. So that's why SPC decided to split that up, and that is their official ruling, not ours. But we pass along the word. That's what we're going to do. So you can see here on their official map, marginal, barely into Indiana here, and then you got this slight and enhanced area into areas of Missouri. That is for today through about midnight tonight, and then as we head into the day tomorrow, we have the marginal for all of us tomorrow, but the slight risk, the one you really need to pay more attention to, is in yellow, all the way down to the south and west there, and a better chance for severe weather in Oklahoma, but a few strong to severe storms will move through. This looks like this is going to be a situation where they're going to blossom in the afternoon on Wednesday, and then kind of curve up and north and east here into Ohio. That appears to be the path that the storms will take, but again, we're going to likely be on the lesser side of things the way it's looking out of this event. Let me show you how things are looking in the short term. Today, it's the warm front we're tracking. When is it going to finally get through here? Because we still have a northeast wind right now. Got some clouds, got some showers ahead of the warm front. Very classic setup for warm fronts. You get overrunning precipitation over the front, and it's just cloudy, chilly. Yeah, even some sleet probably mixing in our far northern counties there. That's pretty wild. Water view does show, though, how this is going to set up for us. The warm front, once it passes through here, you're going to see the winds turn out of the south. It's going to warm up, and then it's going to feel fairly decent. But that may not happen for another 12 hours, I should say. Late tonight, early tomorrow before that warm front gets through. So between now and then, temperatures are just not going to move much. Some of us may get into the 50s, but it's going to be a crawl. Now, those of you to the south of Louisville, say Adair County, all the way through E-Town area, down into Breckenridge County, you guys will likely see that warm front first. So you will warm quicker than everybody else. And then Indiana, you will see it last. So it's going to be a south to north deal. You see where the front is on the map. And again, it's going to be late tonight. So it's likely going to be warmer tomorrow morning when you get up than it will be when you are heading home this evening. So here's the latest. The warm front moves through. Around 4 o'clock in the morning, it looks like, we'll get that warmer air really to begin to surge. And that'll cut off the showers, by the way. Between now and then, the showers will be possible. Then we're firmly in the warm sector on Wednesday, temperatures in the 70s. And then we get into the cold front action, which is the thunderstorms. And again, they should blossom to our west and then arc their way to the north and east along the front through early on Thursday. Looking at the parameters, yeah, there's some decent wind fields along this front. So some wind gusts with some of the stronger storms over 40 to 45 miles per hour. Can't rule that out. We'll end up get to the threshold of 58 miles per hour, which is officially severe wind gust. Possible. I just don't see a lot of that happening right now. It looks too isolated to me. This is going to be a nighttime, early morning event, so it's going to reduce the instability quite a bit. There's enough there, enough wind energy, though, to at least get some gusty winds. Could knock down a tree limb or two. We'll watch that. And the higher threat for some gusty winds looks to be mainly along this front, which, again, is centered across southern Indiana. You have a better risk to see that type of action versus everybody here to the south into Kentucky. Then, as the front passes through, there is a chance, I mentioned this yesterday, if the front stalls enough, there could be a secondary line of storms that may develop Thursday afternoon in this area before it heads off to the east. So for those of you around Columbia through Lebanon, Kentucky, Springfield, we'll be watching you guys just in case this front does take too long to get through. You may get some heating early Thursday, but right now I think it's going to be mainly to your east. Then when it passes by, we get into a colder pattern, and there could be some isolated rain and snow showers passing through every once in a while through at least Friday and portions of Saturday before we try to warm things up slightly. But overall, looking at the longer term pattern, it just doesn't look warm, guys. I mean, we got this cool shot here, as you see, as we enter this weekend. It's going to cool us down. We try to bump upward Sunday to Monday. Slight little dip there on Tuesday. We try to moderate again, but then look what happens. By the time we get into the next weekend, another drop in temperature is expected. And the long-term outlook for April is a colder than normal one, the way it's looking. So these cool shots just keep coming. And we'll try to warm up in between them and maybe have some thunderstorms. But until we get the cold weather to center itself more into this area, overall, our severe weather threat here locally is going to be fairly low. And that's good, but that's what we got to watch for. When we start seeing the cold air trying to get more centered in this area, these cool shots of the country, then that will arc the jet stream to the north right over us, and that is when you got to watch for severe weather breaking out in this part of the world. And right now, there's no strong signal of that locking in anytime soon, but that's what we're going to be watching for. Between now and then, it's going to be these cool shots of air that keep funneling through our neck of the woods. We've seen that all last fall, all winter, and now this spring. So that's going to keep things on the cool side. All right, that's how we look now. We'll keep an eye on those storms coming up tomorrow night and early Thursday. But again, overall, it's not going to be a big deal. At least we got some warm air to talk about. So let's get this warm front through here tonight so we can enjoy a nice warm day for tomorrow. We'll see you this evening on Wave 3 News beginning at 5.